Have you guys seen people shooting an abnormal amount of flares when playing Fortress? Due to how compact the playing field is for this new game mode and the placement of the resupply station, playing as the recon class and equipping a flare gun into your gadget spot has turned into a pretty dominating strat that, if it doesn't win you the game, will definitely get you a lot of points. I mean, look at this nice little 2,600 plus point streak right there. Now, given I did drop the artillery strike, I still got a good chunk of my points just by using the flare gun. I actually won MVP at the end of this game with more than doubling my closest teammate in points. So how do you use this strat, and most importantly, how do you counter it? Well, using it's pretty easy, but we'll take a unique type of player on the battlefield to do so. One who primarily likes using gadgets and focusing on team play more, because they're not going to get a lot of kills doing this strat. You really are spamming the flare gun as much as you can, with the only limit being how long the cooldown is for the resupply station. On the attacking side, you're slowly working your way up next to your teammates, trying to shoot the flare as far as you can behind enemy lines, while being able to run back to the nearest resupply station and resupply yourself in between. You want to have smoke grenades equipped, as you'll want to conceal yourself when you get near those resupply stations. Even though that will conceal the enemy players under the flare gun, it will also keep you hidden long enough to have them quickly resupply themselves and then move away from the resupply station so you can quickly shoot more flares, giving your teammates that extra edge of where exactly the enemy players are hiding on the map. If you're on the defending side, the whole process is in reverse, where you're as close as you can to the front lines next to a resupply station, and if that flag gets captured, you want to fall back to the closest resupply station, shooting your flare right up to the front lines, not trying to concede an inch more to the attacking team. What's really scary though about the strat is because of the amount of points you can accumulate. If you have a full squad, you could very much start dropping resupply drops and constantly fill between the resupply drop and the resupply station and literally not miss a second where there aren't two flares of yours up in the air. Alright, now don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you what can be done so you can counter it as well. Which, if you want to fight fire with fire, you can do so. The same game where I got those 15,000 plus points, there was an enemy player who was doing the exact same strat. If it isn't obvious by all the flares that you see up in the air, you can also pull up the score screen, and if there's a player on top of the point list that has a small amount of kills and deaths, it's probably a good indicator that this player is using the exact same strat against you. So you can fight fire with fire if you like, and like I said, you can spam flares and help put your teammates on the equal playing field. Or you can cut the head off of the snake. You could very much jump on the medic class and equip both the smoke grenades and smoke grenade launcher, and that will give you enough cover to make a flanking run where you are covered from the flare as long as you're in the smoke. You also have the best close quarter combat weapons with these submachine guns, so you very much could do severe damage if you just go in running in guns blazing. Or again, you could do a flanking route and each time check by the resupply stations, because I can almost guarantee you that anyone who's getting that many points on Fortress is most likely not too far from one of these supply stations. But what do you guys think about this meta that seems to be developing in Fortress? I know some people might see this as OP, but honestly, you could very much counter it, and that's just doing it alone. If you had a full squad of two recon classes going back and forth using their flares, with one medic and a support player using smoke and resupplying themselves as they flank, I honestly don't know how you lose. Of course, you could have games where it's literally 12 versus 38, so that could definitely do it for you. But that is it for you guys today. Again, I always appreciate you guys being here. I am Livin', and I'll catch you guys again later.